Welcome to ayeshamotivates. I hope you guys are doing amazingly well. I want to thank you for my subscribers who've been supporting me, and I hope continue to share this special work because retirement and beyond, how we spend our time, what becomes of our social lives, our everyday living, this is so important. And so, welcome. Today, let's look at, listen, every single topic that I bring to you will be important. Let's just call it what it is. Each and every topic that I bring to you. And just in the event that it's not important to you today, it could be one day soon. It might not be for your immediate family members, but a close friend, someone that you know. Finding joy in our later years, finding joy in our golden years. What does that look like? But most importantly, I would love for us to actually pause and think about how we're finding joy today. Why today? Because I'm speaking about the golden years, right? Well, today because how you spend today, how we spend each and every single day, now and going forward, will have a strong impact on our later years. And if we're very blessed and fortunate, our golden years. Why? Well, that's because having hobbies, having leisure outlets, a way to spend our time outside of our everyday work lives. This is so important. You know, when you look at individuals in retirement spaces or long term care, nursing homes, even at home, how we thrive, how we uh, progress is based on our outlets, our hobbies, the friendships we've built, invested in, the time that we've spent getting to know ourselves and what we enjoy, what we're capable of. This is why at times you would hear individuals retiring, and then whether it's due to financial reasons or just because they want to have something else to do to feel productive and more involved rather than staying at home, they would return to work, sometimes in a full-time capacity, sometimes in a part-time capacity, casual capacity, having their own business, whether it's consulting or any of these things. But it's so important to have an outlet, a way of spending your time, getting into something, to try something new. It is so detrimental to us when we've not sought time to find out what it is that we enjoy outside of our work lives. And so, for example, when we retire, we sit at home with nothing to do. Maybe we never enjoyed reading. Now we can listen to books on audio, right? You don't have to read verbatim, you could just listen auditory. So we've got that. If you had no card playing or Scrabble or and remember, you could do these things, what you call solitaire. You don't have to have someone, but that's even better when you could play cards or crossword or any of these things. Listen, even search a word. Why? Because it will help you with your cognitive thinking when you're looking for the words and your eye coordination and all these things. Having hobbies is so important, outlets, so that we can enjoy our leisure time. If we've not sought out ways in which we could spend our time, it is going to be so unfortunate for us. What's the alternative? Just stop and think on that. For me, I've seen individuals. Now, one of the things you can do, or let me first tell you what I've seen individuals doing. I've seen individuals just sitting around at home, looking out the window, looking at people passing by. Maybe they go to the mall and they people watch and they watch folks. Now, if you enjoy working out or exercising, maybe you could go around the malls. I see individuals walking around the malls to exercise. That is fine. But sometimes, what if you're not into that, right? So perhaps you can take to visiting friends and families, but if they're not like you and they've got a roster of things that they can do and ways in which they spend their time, then maybe you might become a hamper to them because they want to go out and do their stuff, right? So I cannot stress enough, for you or your loved ones going into golden years, retiring from your 9 to 5, I so cannot stress this enough. Is there something that you want to try? Um, Casual or part time work? Are you bold and adventurous to start a new venture? You know, have you invested, or would you be interested in seeking out, poetry writing or reading, or getting into books or painting or drawing? Oh, there's so many things that you can do. But if you do not invest that time in finding what is it that I can do leisurely, what is it that I would still like to do, maybe not for monetary means, but you still want to go back to school or you still want to learn a new language. All of these things helps with our cognitive state, and at the very least we will be engaged and taking in new information. This is so important. I cannot stress this enough. In the long-term care setting or the retirement setting, this is even more pronounced. Now, we're very fortunate that right there we have individuals seeking us out, inviting us to try different activity programs. I've had all my 30 something years being a part of that, you know, working as a program manager, then having an opportunity as a frontline staff member running programs when my daughter was in her younger years of school and daycare, and then back to managing again as a program manager. It has been such an amazing time, just encouraging residents to get out and take part in programs. Now, of course, at the end of the day, should someone choose not to, we can only encourage, and it's their right to choose, whether to be involved in a program or not. But in order to extend their lives and to wake up with purpose, living with purpose, connecting with other residents, connecting with people outside of your home who just might be interested in an activity or a hobby that you're a part of. This is so important. If you are without any of these leisure type ways to spend your time, again, you'd be looking out the window, looking at folks, going to the mall, sitting lonely, looking at people, and it's the fastest way to spiral downwards rather than up. In long-term care and retirement settings, individuals connect. They're able to connect. There are opportunities for them to connect. Individuals can get married or find partners and even move into the same room, common law and such. There's a world within a world in these homes. So to rob ourselves, so to speak, from experimenting now and finding out what it is that we're interested in, what we're capable of, only to find ourselves sitting at home without anything to do when we retire. It could be so wonderful looking forward to retirement, knowing that you've got a list of things that you would love to do, and then work on getting those things done. whether it's returning back to school for a degree or just learning different, subjects and so forth. This is so important. Again, I cannot stress it. Finding joy in your golden years. You definitely will not have joy sitting at home doing nothing at all. So please, if we want to find joy, and joy comes from within, so looking outside, expecting to get something in will not work. It's from the inside out. That's what true joy is. And so what makes you happy? What lights up your heart? What makes your heart sing? What brings a smile to your face? We need to find that sweet spot and invest in finding out and listing it. And when we retire and we're now saying, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to spend my time? Well, if you've done the work, you've got nothing to worry about. You will spend your time doing what it is that you've always wanted to do and what you enjoy doing, and doing more of it. That is my wish for you. So this might not be for you. This information might be for a loved one. It could be, someone that you come across, and you could say, hey, I know of an opportunity for you to receive some help. My information will be listed right below. I would love to connect with you, whether it's through one-to-one consulting. Maybe you have a family member who you'd like to connect me with, or you'd like to invite me to a place, an organization, your church, wherever, so that I can provide information for you. You've got all of my information below there, and you can watch the rest of the videos. But my core job is to connect with you so that you have all the information you need when you are looking forward and planning for your golden years, for your life after your 9 to 5, where you can throw up your hats in the air, because no longer will you be working 9 to 5. All right, so thank you so much for taking this time. Aisha Motivates. I'm here for you. Listen, life after retirement can be so wonderful. So wonderful. This is what I wish for you. This is what you can have. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.